Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gregtech 6. Last episode I built my circuit made setup that is right behind me. In today's episode I'm gonna show you a new kind of a system, I don't know, setup or logistic engineering, whatever you want to call it, and show you the changes into the workshop as the title say. So let's go. As you're gonna be very shocked in a moment, the workshop looks very different. As I said before, I moved the tanks all the way to the top. But that's gonna be for later, because now let's go to the meat of it. I have here made a tungsten gas burning box to the extruder. And it's not that expensive to make. To make it just require 2 plates and a small pipe. So it's just 3 pieces of it. Now we always have the problem with the setup here, is that we need to turn the burning box on, and in the case of the gas turbine, if you put an automatically shut off, you're gonna turn off the gas. So, but what needs to happen if you want it to actually start on its own? That's what this is gonna be. Because we have a little machine in Gregtech that allows us to light up things without using a light or anything like that. That is, if I had my tools with me, all metallic is steel now, because I have so much of it. It is an auto igniter, and this one is for low voltage. But of course we have a different tiers to it. The lowest one is the ultra low voltage, so we require to place a lower voltage, a transformer to make it lower voltage, so then not blow this up. This one is going to be low voltage, so it's okay. Now if you just place it like so here, and this is the face that you do the click and put it into face the burning box, it would start to using energy to light this up. But the problem is it's going to keep using energy and trying to light up even if it is already light up. And I don't want that. I want to start only when necessary and stop it when it's not necessary. So to make this work, you're gonna require several covers. First we have the automatic cover to make the extruder stop when it is done and turn off the gas turbine. Then we're gonna require something to tell that it can actually start working. That is the activity detector. Possible. Uses comparators to do so. I'm gonna place it right here into the back. Now we need something to actually stop it when this is running. So let's make a new cover. That is this one right here. Activity detector running. Circuit, 2 head repeaters and 10 cables. So let's bring you one of the circuits I have left yet, because I have been expanding like candy, and let us do it so. And here we have it, activity running. I cleaned my inventory before and I cleaned too much. Another thing is that the gas one is superior to the liquid one, is that we can actually place covers on them. What? Anyway, let's put it into the gas burning box gas here. Now let's get some redstone wire and a torch and do the system by itself. Gonna require some headlight wire and I had some torch and also another cover that is the redstone machine on off using redstone, of course. That's why I told you that will require a lot of covers. One here, 2, 3 and 4. And I believe the default is run when input is on. So let's put a wire here and put a torch on it. If it was linked to the power, it's gonna start working right away. But I don't want that. For that reason, I'm gonna have the possible filter for the extruder to be inverted. So when it cannot work, it's gonna send the redstone signal. And same thing for the running. I'm gonna leave it to the default. So when it's running, they are going to actually send a redstone signal by combining those circumstances. What will happen is, as it is now, it cannot work. However, if I put anything here that it can actually work, like this cobalt here. As you can see, it is off, but when it detect it can't work, you're gonna turn off the signal here because it is inverted, so it's off when it can work, allowing this to actually light up. And when this started working, you're gonna send a redstone signal burning this torch out, meaning it can actually just work. So let's remove this and let's go down there to actually connect to power. It's right here. So let's connect. The bit gonna be stop blinking because it is full. Now if you go here and give it something to work here, like this cobalt, it's going to start up on its own, and when it's done, it's gonna stop. And as you can hear, it's not trying to light this up. So if I give it more material to actually make it like more zinc to make more filters, it starts only on its own, and when it's over, this is gonna to turn off everything. As you can see, it's not light up because the burning condition into the burning box is making it burn the torch, not allowing this to consume power, trying to light this up. So this extruder is automatically set up to start on its own and stop when it's done. Perfect. So this was the neat part about this episode, because the rest is me trying to explain what I did with my place here. So if this is what you wanted to know, the video is over to you. Now, as you can see here, everything looks now a lot more cleaner than before, because as I said previously, I decided to move my tanks from the place here to the outside. All the tanks are now outside here storing said water, biomass, ethanol, methane, CO2, glue, no more water. So don't actually need to have them clogging or cluttering my place here. And now I have it also switched to 2 pipelines to work. We have one on the top here that brings things from the ground up here and store it into the tanks, and the other one going down and actually feeding a system to keep those fat. So I had all the space here, and I pressed the things here more into the wall here. Made my squeezer electrical because it didn't work that much, and switched to pumpkin because pumpkin makes so much juice. A single pumpkin made 1 liter of pumpkin juice. Then I can combine it here with it to make it biomass. And as you can see, it is starting and stopping on its own because all of this has been already automated to do so. But as you can see, it's a little problem that they starting and stopping every time that there is space. I'm going to fix this later on. I'm going to actually put limiters into the tanks, so when they get full, they forbid more production until it has a certain level of it. This will make ethanol, but most things here that depend on ethanol are just the engines. And this one here is making methane to be burned by itself. So this is going to be keeping running for a very long time. Move add my burner of CO2 to oxygen and carbon here to the back, and this one here is the same as always to make latex for rubber and glue to the top. And as you previously saw, sometimes the easiest and most simple design is the most effective. I was wondering how I'm gonna make the place to have the whole mill, whole band and cluster mill into a nice way, because Bear had them one side by side, so I think I'll make it here, but it was so much space to them by side. But then remember, they don't have interaction on top and bottom, so just stack them like this. And I started to coordinate my place here by color: white input and yellowish to output. And the same thing here. I have the ladder here, the wire mill, and the boss saw here is on the top because of the water to make it run. Yeah, I know that lubricant is faster and uses less energy, but I don't have that much lubricant laying around for now. Made a new electromagnet to my polarizer here because I needed this magnetic rods and everything else. Here's my laminator that's not even automated yet like this one here. Gonna do it very soonish. And here we still have that little problem of what I'm gonna do with all this dioxide to make it acid. But looking around here and look at recipes, I'm gonna change a lot of stuff around here to start to automate my production of set materials like aluminum, iron and everything else. And I think that, as I said before, most of the acid stuff it is reusable, so there is not much need to actually store the sulfur dioxide. It's just a question of wanting to save it, not waste it away and wishing for them later. But as I just said, after we just set the amount of acid, you don't require any more acid I believe. Still have to look into the archaeology. But aside that, not much else. Now going down here, everything now is a lot more cleaner. I still have to actually connect all the pipes here. I just did some part of it. And now I have here, as I said, 2 pipes here. Let me go up there and grab my lens to click in the pipes and show that what they are full of and everything else. The utmost pipe here is to transport anything that is like a byproduct or from the processing up there to be stored. So all the oxygen, CO2, hydrogen, water, the water that comes from the process here is going to be going up there. While there's one here into the internal party is the one that's going to be kept filled with material to be used into my processes, like ethanol for the engines, methane for the burning boxes, water for the recipes that require water, distilled water for the recipes that require distilled water, oxygen for the recipes, hydrogen. So that is the gist of it. And you just connect with the stuff here, then have a separate line here to collect the byproducts and extras and put it into the back to the system. So this way you're gonna be having less volume of stuff, I could say. And because I moved all my place around and started doing the electrical stuff, I have all my previously engines with my dynamos, keeping my large battery box kind of full. For now, I am passively using power to start the production of more ethanol and methane, and connect it with my harvester setup here. So I put the transformer here and keep them all the time fed. The work here into the top is still going to be made later on, the pipe work to move it around. Still need to see how I'm gonna see everything here, what I'm gonna change and place into other places here. Like probably the host are gonna be into someplace else. And here we have the tanks. This one is for distilled water that is completely full to the brim. This is biomass, also full to the brim. Ethanol full to the brim. Methane is that is a long way to go because it takes longer to make it than the other ones. This is for the CO2 that is actually empty. Glue and water. Yes, water, because I'm going to need some water for some process, but I also gonna get some of it. So I made a little pipe here with the water from my drain down there, and I have here a little bucket emitter and the previously on off without Craig thing here with a wood barrel to keep this at least 200 liters of water. Any extra gonna be voided. Because I am using these tank extenders to insert the food inside the tank, and any extra when this is full is going to be sent to the garbage bin. I have one for water and another one here for the distilled water here. And as you can see from the top, I have switched all my sugar canes to pumpkin because I like so. This is a place just to hold my experience. I can just come here and deposit, so I don't lose it when I die. What I'm gonna do with it, I have no clue. So this was the changes so far into the factory here. And I have this here with the sodium persulfate. As I said I wanted it because I can actually use this to bat some material to get extras. But to be very honest with you, I really did not find anything that is worth it to be batting it here, setting off it while washing it. Maybe the zinc here, because solution it gonna give me tin and gallium and more zinc. So it's gonna be better to do that because I don't want gallium and tin. I have a lot of it. But all the other cases here, it's really not worth it because solution it has more materials too. So this is kind of useless to me. Maybe just no, there's nothing I can do with this now. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with this, so this is kind of useless to me. Now let's take my JD mine tool here. Let's put all my stuff away. Got some torches. I probably won't need because I already did go there. And I found some gold. I already did find the arsenal that gave me some gold as byproduct. But if I go all the way down here, all the way, really, and I found this row here, I got this mine shaft with the underside gold ore. And this time it is gold, it's not a sphalerite, it's not a pyrite. So I found some gold here. So gold won't be something that I'm going to be missing for a long time. I did not go to this place yet. Ah, how good to play in peaceful. It's so peaceful. I don't have to worry about creepers, skeletons and everything else. One good thing about this is that it not only lasts longer, but if you want you can just go crazy with it, just and you will say, no, it's a shady one, don't waste with it. Okay, fine, make them Elfin one and just go crazy, breaking all the walls very quickly without caring if that is or not something in there to actually mine. It barely moved my durability. It's so much faster this way. Without you, it's gonna be very easy to mine those veins. Oh, there is more here. But if you go in this direction here, you're gonna find some very familiar face here. And here we have a cave spider spawner. It will be a dreadful place to pass through. And going all the way here. Oh, it's here. I believe it's here. We have a dungeon here as well. A spider dungeon. Is this timid? Has some clotus, copper, material, disking, purple drinking, flawless orange sapphire, some bronze, lubricant, oxygen. Who studies oxygen? And here we have some chromium, exposed turret, flawless amethyst, flawless blue sapphire, scrappy, shiny lighter, full. Very interesting. Now that I don't need it more, I found one. Hunting gun for skeletons. Enemy tag. So yeah, now things are really going to start getting better and better for me. Gold will not be an excuse anymore. I just have this vein that I can actually mine. Ah, it's so fun to be able to do that. Entire stack of raw. How much ability each block costs? Still not had dropped. 4 blocks and not dropped a single bit. Still not dropped. So yeah, this is going to last a very long time. Back to home. It seems that breaking it has a chance to get Cinnabar. Good, good. And I can put it into Mercury to get more gold. Or better get copper, really, copper. And water washing it. Nickel, copper, Cinnabar, and more gold. And then I could wash it with a conversion to get more copper. But what am I gonna do that? No reason to do so. Centrifuge are gonna give me copper, nickel, and Cinnabar. And passing my last separator, gonna get nickel in a lot more gold. So I'm going to do this way anyway. So many recipes are gonna open up now. Anyway, I was been rambling for a very long time, so that's going to be it for this episode. Yes, on God, thank you so much for watching.